Hello friends, welcome to day 3 of the Shredded Challenge, the perfect challenge if your goal is to drop body fat and build lean muscle. Today we have a 30-minute upper body and core superset workout. So if you are ready, all you need is a flat surface to work on, a clear view of your screen, and some dumbbells. Today I'm using 2 5 kgs or 2 11-pound dumbbells. You can match me or you can work with whatever you have at home. You can also have an array of dumbbells if that is available to you, but just go based on how strong you're feeling and what you have accessible to you. Otherwise, warm up and a cool down is included as per usual, and if you're ready, let's get moving. All right, we're gonna start swiftly with a warm-up. Starting at the back of our mat, we are going to walk down into a nice strong plank position, then drop the hips for a cobra, stretch into the front of your body, and then send it back up. Really keeping the core nice and stable here. The warm-up isn't going to be too long, just 3 minutes, because we have 30 minutes on the clock in total, so we don't want to take up too much time, but we still want to give our body a little bit of a wake up to what's about to happen. All right, now you can either stay in a plank or drop to your knees. We're going to push up and sit back into those ankles. You can also do this on your toes. Knees stay hovered if you are doing a full plank position here. Good, really warming up into that chest, getting that spine involved a little bit too. And well done. All right, drop into a tabletop position. From here, tuck the toes, make sure the wrists are under the shoulders. We're going to push the ground away, then hover the knees for 3, 2, 1, drop it. Drop the chest, push the ground away, and hover for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Drop the chest, push the ground away, and hover. We'll do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Getting that chest nice and active here. One hand to the center, other hand sweeps up, open the chest, then exhale, thread it through, feel the stretch across your back, and flow it out. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Well done. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Same thing on the other side. Twist. Good. Really press your hand into the ground. Press that shoulder into the ground. When you come into that twist, to ignite across the back of your scapula. Amazing. One more exercise on the clock here. Hands come under the wrists. All we're gonna do here is draw some beautiful big circles, nice and gently. Keeping your arms straight. Circling the chest around those wrists. And switch directions. Just giving them some TLC. They are gonna be working a lot today by holding dumbbells and supporting us in planks and all that, so to give them some love. Amazing, warm up complete. So as I said, today is a superset workout, so we'll be doing each superset twice through in an AB format. Should be a lot of fun. We have 6 to get through. First off is a hand release push-up with a tap. All right, you've seen the preview. You can do them on your knees or on your toes. Lower chest all the way to the ground, lift the hands for just a second, come up, and then we tap. Good job. Drop down, bring it up. Really want you to challenge yourself here. If the tap is too much, simply just lift one hand at a time. You can also do that. Always ways to modify. Well done. and let it relax. All right, next up, we are going to do a shoulder tap, dumbbell tap, and a commando. So pop one dumbbell on its side here. You can also put it down like this if that works. Essentially, on your knees or your toes, shoulder tap, dumbbell tap, and then down, down, up, up. All right, so you can take these on your toes if you'd like, shoulder tap, dumbbell tap, down, down, up, up. Now, whichever you do, let's make sure our hips are not rocking side to side. So I'd rather have you regress onto your knees and have your hips nice and stable than you try to go into a full plank and your hips are swaying all over the place. Really warming up here, pretty much body weight for the first superset. And let it relax. All right, back to the top. We're gonna do those hand release push-ups with the tap. Now, obviously, because we're coming into a position of 2 points of contact, it's very difficult to maintain. So if you just want to lift your hands, like I showed before, you can do that. Otherwise, you're gonna do the full tap, like so. Building the heat right off the bat. Whew. Let it relax. All right, back into the shoulder tap, dumbbell tap, commandos. Knees or toes, knees or toes. Completely up to you. I think I'll stay on my knees. All right, shoulder tap. Well done. Working right into that chest. Good, if you're on your knees, make sure your booty isn't back here. Drop it down, keeping the core tight, no crossing the ankles either. And let it relax. All right, superset number 1 done, 20 seconds. Just to rest and reset. We are going to flip onto our backs now. Grab both of your dumbbells and bring them with you, please. Legs up in the air. You can have a bend in them if you'd like. Palms facing each other. Drop the dumbbells for a fly and then come up, crunch towards your toes. All right. Squeeze and crunch. Good, good bend in those elbows for me as you fly out. And then big exhale as you crunch up. Good job. Amazing. Drop the weight and flip over into a plank position here. Now we're gonna come on our forearms though, so you should be on your elbows here. What's gonna happen is we're gonna shift our weight over and dip, and then other side, and dip. So really making sure we're keeping our hip high before we touch it down to the ground, and then lift it back as high as you can. Really get a beautiful amount of space here between your armpit and your side body. You got this. Give me a smile. Are we nice and warm? Getting our minds here while we get our bodies fit. Well done. All right, back to the top of the superset, doing those chest fly toe touches. Woo. Remember, it's okay to give yourself a generous bend in those legs if you'd like. I know hamstring flexibility is highly varied between people, and yours truly severely lacks in that department. So I'm not gonna judge if you have your legs here. Seriously, just try and get those dumbbells as high as you can, nonetheless. Come on. Let it relax. All right, flipping over last time, doing those dynamic plank hip dips. Are you ready? Good. Keep yourself in a nice solid plank. So I want your hips here, not here, not here, as we come through center. Good. Don't hold your breath for me. Keep breathing in and out through your mouth. Good, 10 more seconds. Alrighty, beautiful work. Done with superset number 2, on to number 3 now. Now the first exercise here is essentially a dead bug, but instead of extending our arm overhead, instead of doing that, we're gonna do a tricep extension. All right. So opposite arm, opposite leg, tricep extend, bring it back up. So keeping your elbow really nice and stationary as you drop the dumbbell close to your ear. Leg extends straight down as close to the ground as you can. Breathing nice and steady, keeping your back nice and neutral. Well done. And let it relax. All right, keeping your dumbbell in the same hand, same leg extends. What's gonna happen here is we're gonna press, one chest press, and then jackknife. Reach the dumbbell towards your toe. Come back, chest press, leg hovers, and then press for a jackknife. How fun. Ooh. Some coordination too. Really using this arm here to press into the ground to help support you. Get your shoulder blade lifted off the ground as you reach the dumbbell towards that toe. Really peel the shoulder off the ground. Well done. Whew, burning out this side. Let it relax. Okie dokes. We're gonna repeat that. Oops, there goes my dumbbell. From the top, so dumbbell is staying now in the exact same hand that it has been. We're burning out your tricep, burning out the side of your chest. Good. Bend and extend. Now, dead bugs, the slower the better, all right? So I don't want you to rush through these. Really want you to feel the stretch in your tricep, feel those lower abs start to ignite as you drop the foot closer to the ground. Good, remember your breath. Inhale as we extend out. Exhale as you bring it back to center. And let it relax. All right, back to the single chest press plus the jackknife. Same side. All right, you know the drill. Hover that leg as we press, and then lift the shoulder blade as we reach. Good. Exhale as you reach. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you press up. Inhale down. Well done. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to do the other side now. This entire back of my arm into my chest is toasted. All right, you're gonna do the same movements now on the other side, starting with the skull crusher dead bugs. So remember, opposite arm, opposite leg, arm bends, leg drops. Ensuring that this elbow is staying in place. Because if that elbow is moving backwards, that means we're also moving from the shoulder joint. So keep it exactly where it is in space. Well done. Get that arm as straight as you can at the top. Remember, the function of the tricep is to extend our arm. So we want to make sure that we get it nice and straight to work through the entire range of motion here. And let it relax. All right, dumbbell stays in the same hand. The leg that was extending goes to hover. From here, you're gonna give me a chest press and then a crunch. Can you see how my shoulder blade is lifted? That is what we want. Let's go. Really get that cross-body connection here. Try and get your opposite rib down to your opposite hip bone. And well done, let it relax. Back to the top one more time for each of those exercises. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Whew. Flying right through this workout. Let's go. Tricep extension or skull crusher. Hybrid with a dead bug. One of my favorite exercises, the dead bug, with one of my least favorite exercises, AKA anything that has to do with triceps. I'm not a big tricep fan, I have to say. You'll come to learn that about me if you stick around, but just because we don't like something doesn't mean we don't do it. I know a lot of people don't like squats, but that doesn't negate the fact that squats are a really great exercise with a lot of benefits. Well done. Ooh, my tricep is burning. Cannot lie to you. Well done. Let it relax. Okay, onto that single chest press with the jackknife. Last time. And then we'll move on to our final two supersets. Lots of fun. We'll stand for those, so enjoy this last little bit on the ground. Good. Ooh, my beautiful chest muscles are on fire. Come on. And let it relax. Well done, friends. Onto our final 2 supersets. We're gonna be standing for these, so hop up onto your feet for me. We only need 1 dumbbell. So our first exercise, I'm gonna start on my right side. We're gonna lean over into the weight into the right leg. Curl, press, twist, and reverse. Now, I did that twist very quick, but we're gonna try and control it. Press, twist. If you can make contact with the knee to the elbow, amazing. If not, that's fine. Come as close as you can. Well done. And the key here is as we come out of that twisted crunch, I want you to really control your leg back down, right? So twist, control. Really lengthen that portion of the movement. Challenge your core, your stabilizer muscles. Well done. All right, we're gonna keep our weight in this leg, holding the dumbbell by the weight sides. What's gonna happen now, we're gonna raise over to the side and then twist our dumbbell into our back pocket, bringing that thigh towards our chest. So raise, palms up, and twist. Well done. Again, let's try and keep that twist as controlled as possible. Good. Give me a big exhale for that twist. Good. 10 more seconds. And let it relax. All right, same thing from the top, keeping the dumbbell in the same hand. We're really gonna burn out this entire side of the body. All right, you know the drill. Get nice and firm. We're gonna curl, press, twist, and reverse. Keeping your elbow nice and tucked as you curl it up, press it up, twist. That was good, well done. Cruising right along. Last 15 seconds of this exercise on this side. Make it good. And let it relax. All right, last time doing the reverse raise plus the twist on this side. Again, palms face up, slight bend in those elbows. Weight is now in the same leg. Let's raise it up and twist. Raising up to shoulder height, no need to go higher than that. But really control it up and control it down and across. You should feel this across your chest, maybe your upper chest, some of your shoulders, maybe even down into your biceps. And of course, the twist will get those abs involved. And well done. All right, gonna do that now all on the other side, so shake it out. Get ready. We're now shifting our weight over into the left leg. Dumbbell is in left hand. Starting curl, press, twist. Now I'm gonna struggle on this side. I feel like my balance is a lot worse on this side, but we're gonna make do and challenge ourselves. We usually tend to start on the side that is actually easiest for us, even subconsciously. And also what happens is sometimes you always will start on your left side, and over time, your left side will become stronger because it is worked first when you are the most fresh. By the time you get to the right side, oftentimes we're tired, our heart rates are up, or our muscles are fatiguing. So try and be a bit more conscious about that if that's something that you find yourself doing. You don't want to get imbalances. Well done. All right. On to the reverse raise and the twist. Try and get some power behind this twist, all right? So think into that leg, raise, twist. So we have power as we come into it and control as we come out of it. Well done. And let it relax. Well done. Last 2 minutes on the clock before I give you a cool down. Can you do it? Yes, you can. 30 minutes is basically just flown by. It's you and me and 2 more intervals. Let's go. Good, remember, tricep is hugging your ribs as we come in and out of that curl. Are you feeling strong? I hope you are, because you're crushing this. We're working on your power, your stability, your coordination, your endurance. Everything is getting tested right now. You're gonna be so much stronger after this workout. And well done. 1 more minute of work on the clock. You can do this. And luckily it's a fun exercise. So it's not like when I do cardio and I make you guys do burpees last, you know? All right, you know the drill. Raise it up to shoulder height. Give me power. And then control. Come on, 20 more seconds of work. Then you get to cool down, and you're not gonna skip the cool down because your muscle deserves some love. Yeah? It did so much for you during this workout. We gotta stretch them out, make sure we don't get any injuries or soreness. And well done. Let it relax. Hope you feel good. I feel toasty all up throughout my upper body at least. So we are going to do a tricep side body stretch. Arm comes up, down the back, grab the hand or the tricep with the opposite hand. And we're gonna make a beautiful curve in our side body here. Now, if you wanna deepen it, step the leg behind and across. Keeping your chest open, try not to let it collapse. And just breathe. Well done. Bring that arm forward, palm facing out, fingertips down, and we're gonna just lightly tug the fingertips towards our bellies. Get this arm nice and straight. Feel a stretch across your palm, your wrist, and the underside of your forearm. All right, let's do the tricep side body on the other side. You can either stay here or you can deepen it. Good, focus on your breath here. Really inhale and exhale into the stretches. And let's stretch out that wrist. Well done. We have less than a minute on the clock before I'm gonna let you go. So while we're here, I just wanna say well done. You've done amazingly. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. If you did, after we finish these stretches, make sure to like and subscribe because I'd love to see your beautiful face again. Drop onto the ground. Bring one leg across and over. Really stretching into that spine here. And yes, this has been day 3 of my Shred It challenge. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. Let me know what you thought in the comments. This is gonna be a very fun challenge. I'm very excited. All right, let's switch it out. Last 20 seconds. Take some breaths. Give yourself a little mental pat on the back or a physical pat on the back for showing up today. Well done. Come out of it and roll yourself on up because as per usual, you know the drill. You have earned yourself a big round of applause and a massive pat on your back. Well done for showing up for yourself today. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you tomorrow if you are doing the challenge with me. Otherwise, have a lovely day because you do deserve it and I'll see you very soon. Bye friends.